Okie dokie. Welcome into the stream here, the weekly Wednesday mixing stream. We're a little bit late today, about 20 minutes late. I try to do these every week at 1 p.m. It's almost 1:30 here now. A little bit late, making my coffee and getting caught up upstairs here. We're mixing a pretty straightforward rock track here today. It's going to be kind of fun. We've only got one rhythm guitar, so it'll be a nice kind of 70s guitar off to the left, maybe the reverb off to the right kind of thing. Full drum kit though, bass, rhythm guitar, lead guitar, big solo on the outro, a little bit of strings going on, and then just a solo lone lead vocal here. It is a cover of White Room by Cream. And as always, the link at the top of the chat or at the top of the description, you can download the multi-tracks for this song completely for free, so you can mix along with the stream here or just use them for your own mixing practice as well. And remember, there's tons and tons of other multi-tracks on that page as well, like over a year's worth of these weekly mixing streams. So you can grab any of the multi-tracks that you want, and there's links back to each of the streams that go along with the multi-tracks. So you can follow along with any of the streams and mix along with me, or just grab any of them that you want for your own free mixing practice. The only thing I have going on here is some mix bus processing. Everything else is just zeroed out here. There's some level balance on the kick in and out and the snare top and bottom, but other than that, we are zeroed out across the board here. On the mix bus, I have the console shaper, just the drive turned on, down at 0. No noise, no crosstalk. I'm always curious about adding some noise to more vintage style tracks like this, so we might try that. Mix bus compressor, I'm using the SSL style bus compressor from PreSonus. Their Brit comp, thresholds at -1.6, 30 millisecond attack, 100 millisecond release, 2-to-1 ratio. Then we've got a dB of makeup gain, because we're only going to be doing about 2, maybe 3 dB reduction tops with this. It's not a heavy lifter here. At the end of my mix A chain, which is where I'm doing my mix bus processing, is this tape machine, the soft tube tape machine, 5.1 on the color amount. I'll run it on the B type. Gives me the most bottom end warmth out of this plugin. I feel like you can kind of get top end, bottom end, or pretty even saturation across the board, and then 30 IPS for the tape speed. This is paralleling into this mix B here. We're going to do some parallel processing on the entire mix. I will do that later down the line, so we'll look at that when we actually bring that into play. But both mix A and mix B are sending into my actual mix bus, where I'm just doing a touch of limiting. So 6 dB a gain into a -1 dB ceiling. But you can see I'm pulling my output, my main output, down by 6 dB to counterbalance that. So this plugin doesn't print when I send this to mastering. This is just here for monitoring purposes and for mixing purposes. I like to be aware of how the track is going to be limited when it is boosted up in volume. How are the transients going to change? How is the balance going to change? And how's the frequency balance going to change as well on the track? So having this mastering style limiter going while I'm mixing helps me get that perception of the track, how it's going to sound when it hits mastering. Gives me that little bit of limiting as well, but I don't want to listen super loud, so I just pull my main output down to compensate for that. So let's scroll over here. We are going to start with the drums as per usual. Let's kind of see where they are busiest. It looks like they're busiest on this outro here. I wonder if we mix the outro and then just kind of jump back to get the rest of the track. Let's do that. It is the busiest section of the song. There's already a fade out written into the end of this song. I'm just going to turn that off. And let's kind of hit play here. Besides the ringing that's bothering me right off the bat, I do want to control some of these transients here. I'm going to pull in my kick chain here. And we're just going to grab some of these bigger peaks. There's 2 big ones that stick out to me right away. We got this guy. So if we put this at -8, cool double kick work there. That gets us 2.5 there, but I want to make sure we keep this kick drum even. So I'm going to do a secondary limiter as well. I know limiting drums can be scary, but I do like what it does, and I like the control I get out of it. There were those two ringing points that were really bothering me. They were sticking out way over the kick drum. Get rid of that one too. Some compression, about 8.5 dB reduction, 30 millisecond attack, 60 millisecond release, 3:1 ratio. I like what that's doing to the attack on the kick drum. Obviously we're losing some bottom, but we'll get that back in a second. I really like how the attack sounds there. Bring up some lows. I kind of dig that. It's moving still a lot for me. I kind of like that little half dB I have now. Same thing here. Let's start at like -8. So So let's come down a little bit more, -6. We will double up on that. That's better on the snare drum. I do want to use, I don't know why I haven't changed it in my snare drum template yet, but this is my compressor of choice on snare drum now. Free plugin, I always say free if you can find it. The only cost of this plugin is trying to find it. But it's a nice 160 XT emulation. It's still moving around a lot for me. I'd rather hit this compressor a little bit more evenly. And just because of that, I'm going to put You know what I saw the other day? I saw the guy from mastering.com use Soothe on his snare drum. I want to try that. And what if we just go like all the way with it? kind of don't mind that. I kind of don't mind that at all. But let's see verses if I just find that. I think we're just going to roll with the EQ for now. I didn't mind what Soothe was doing. Get some top. And some mids. I'm gonna give it some bottom here at the end of the chain. I feel like we're lacking click here now. Better? Here's our overheads. Hold out some of this muddiness here. So just pulling out a little bit of harshness there on the cymbals. It was kind of ringing a little bit at 4.03K. And then lots of muddiness here. Let's get these toms in place. We could probably look at one of these reintros here. Yeah, let's just look at one of these fills here. I don't really need to, but I'll pull in my EQ starter point. I'll roll off right at the fundamental of the floor. And then we're going to pull out a whole bunch of this like 450 area. Kind of digging that. But the cymbal there is... See if we can get that. So I'm just going to pull that out. There we go. A little bit gentler there. We're lacking some weight here for sure. That's better. Here's our mono room. It's just a mean, beefy mic. One of my favorite mics on the kit. So I like to roll off some of that cymbal noise on the mono room mic. And then just a touch of the sub area. Then I'm going to pull out all of this kind of that way it's still beefy and it's still got some mid-range, but it's not muddy sounding, and it's not going to make the kit sound muddy as we blend it in. It just adds this point. Do a little bit of clipping on the drums as a whole. It's just kind of going to grab those peaks where he's hitting the kick and snare together, or where he's hitting a kick and tom together, or tom and snare together. It's going to grab some of those peaks where the drums hit at the same time, any of the spot mics. So it's going to help us keep things more controlled. Here's our bass, already a great bass tone. I'm gonna leave that in, I think. We'll see what it sounds like. We can always cut it at the end of the chain, too. Cool, I'm gonna clamp down on the bottom end a little bit, just to even it out. A little bit of distortion's okay, it's a mean song. Doing the same kind of thing to the top end here. pull these down just a click more. A little bit of this mid-range bite. And some top end, so it cuts through. I want to hear how that bottom end is sounding here. I'm liking it. I'm going to blend in a little bit of this distortion track. All this is that same DI track. No bottom end in it, so it's rolling off all the bottom here below 180. And then I'm just crushing it with red light distortion. So it's just this nasty, like obliterated tone we can blend in for more articulation. Let's get this guitar tightened up, and then we're probably going to send to like a mono reverb and pan it opposite. But let's get this guitar at least tightened up first. I love this compressor for just that little 3 dB of just hold on an electric guitar. That's the glue I'm looking for. Maybe some mids here. A little bit of hold with the multiband on the bottom, but mainly for the top here.
starlings, silver horses.
Okay, so to kind of get this balanced into the track, let's send to this medium studio reverb, and let's make it mono. And so our guitar's panned to the right. We're going to pan this reverb to the left. So it's panned opposite our guitar. This is literally just the medium studio preset from PreSonus, and then I'm rolling off everything below 300 hertz here. So I'm going to blend this up underneath, kind of see where our guitar is sitting. And actually, I want to send this, instead of to the main, I'm going to send it to the guitar bus. Let's pull it over for a second, just so we can...
Station, black roof country, no gold pavement. Devastation.
I actually like that all the way up. Give this a little vibe. All right, so now we've got our vocal to get in here. Let's see if we can get this vocal.
Party, she was kindness in the hot crowd. Consolation for the old wound, now forgotten.
High pass first.
At the party, she was. At the party, she was kindness in the hot crowd. Consolation for the old wound, now forgotten. Yellow tigers crouched in jungles. At the party, she was kindness in. Yellow tigers crouched in jungles in her dark. Silver horses run down moonbeams in your dark eye. Dawnlight smiles on you, leaving my contentment. She's just resting goodbye windows. She's just resting goodbye windows. Party, she was kindness.
I'm digging that.
In the hot crowd. Consolation for the old wound.
You just got home and saw the stream. Yeah.
Forgotten.
Watch the whole stream later. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure. Make sure you get the multi-tracks as well. Thanks for jumping in.
In her dark eye. Yellow tigers crouched in jungles in her dark eyes. Party, she was kindness in the hot crowd. Consolation for the old wound, now forgotten.
Let's give it some top.
Yellow tigers crouched in jungles in her dark. Party, she was kindness in the hot crowd. At the party, she was kindness in the hot crowd. At the party, she was kindness in the hot crowd. At the party, she was kindness in the hot crowd.
I don't know if we need more bottom.
Consolation for the old wound, now forgotten. Consolation for the old wound, now forgotten. Yellow tigers at the party, she was kindness in the hot crowd. Consolation for the old wound, now forgotten. Yellow tigers crouched in jungles in party, she was kindness in the hot crowd. Consolation for the old wound, now forgotten. Yellow tigers crouched in jungles in her dark eyes. She's just resting goodbye windows. She's just resting goodbye windows. She's just resting goodbye windows. She's just resting at the party. She was kindness in the hot crowd. Consolation for the old wound, now forgotten.
Okay, I'm kind of happy with where things are sitting there. You like the compressor? I love that compressor as well. It's the stock compressor inside of Studio One here. But pushing into it, it sounds so good. Vocals sound good on your end? Oh, excellent. I'm glad they're sounding good for you. Thank you.
Yellow tigers crouched in jungles in her dark eyes. She's just resting goodbye windows, tired. Goodbye diesels, goodbye windows. I walked into such a sad time.
A little bit more distortion track on the bass sounds really, really good. Well, thank you very, very much for that. That's very, very generous of you. Keep up the awesome job of teaching. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Again, make sure you grab the multitracks. Any of the multitracks on that page, follow that link through. They're all free. There's links back to all of the streams. Jump into any of them that you want, and you can follow along with any of the streams, or you can just use any of them for your own mixing practice. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much.
At the station, as I walked out, felt my own need just beginning. I wait in the queue where the trains come back. Fly with you where the shadows run from themselves.
I'm going to blend in a little bit of the verb. Or do we reference first? I kind of want to look at the lead a little bit as well. Let's check out this solo at the end. You know the guitar player is good when the tone's really on point. It's almost like right on with clapping. Let's squeeze it just a little bit here. Same thing here. We're going to use our multi-band to try and control this. And I'm gonna link these. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that. I've got to add some verb there to the lead, probably. It sounds a little bit wider on the original track there, so we'll give it some of that. You're saying, and remember the reference has been mastered. Yeah, absolutely. So we're chasing something that is mastered there, while ours is just kind of hitting the limiter on the master. We'll have to pull that down, probably the rest of the track. Let's listen to this verse here.
At the party, she was kindness in the hot crowd. Consolation for the old wound, now forgotten. No strings could secure you at the station. Platform ticket, restless diesels, goodbye windows. I walked into such a sad time at the station. As I walked out, felt my own need just beginning.
So all I did there was throw a mix tool on the end of the guitar chain here, and I automated it to be on during the verse sections here, and it's just pulling the guitar down by about 2.5 dB during the verse sections where he's singing, so it's not getting in the way of the vocal there. And then when we go into that solo at the end, the lead section, this clicks off, our guitar comes up 2.5 dB, and it goes front and center there. I like using the mix tool to automate volume, because I love just being able to reach over and grab the fader when need. And when I automate faders, I don't like having to go back in and adjust automation every time I want to change something. So I'd rather just automate a mix tool and click it on and off when I need than automating the fader. I like being able to grab the fader whenever I want. So
At the party, she was kindness in the hot crowd.
all right, I'm going to mute the lead guitar there for a second, and we are going to reference. So I've got 2 reference tracks in here, and then I've got the original as well. I did throw a limiter on the original and give it an extra 2 dB because it was kind of quiet. So I pulled that up just so it sits a little bit closer in level to where we are at here. We're going to start with 50 hertz and below. I'm going to click this up to 0. We're going to go to mono. And I'm actually going to go 5 dB above 0. So if you're listening on subs or bigger speakers, bear in mind we're going to get a little bit louder here. So you might want to turn things down because we're really going to focus in on the sub area. Where do we have this set here? We're looking at this middle section here. Let's get our kick and bass right first here in the sub. Kick actually sounds great. Classic early rock stuff where there's no bottom. Okay, I'm happy with where our sub area is sitting there. Let's listen to 50 to 100 hertz here. Same thing there. There's not much low end punch on the kick and bass, is there? I'm happy with the kick and bass though, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's keep moving. You'll notice as we get into the mid range, the original track will be a better reference than it is right now. But in terms of the bottom and probably the super, super highs as well, something this old isn't going to give us a great reference. Vocal actually sounds great. Wow. I do need more click, don't I? Kind of a nice reference of where the vocal and the lead sit there, though, on the original. Cool, let's keep moving. 5K to 10K. I like the kick and the snare. Cool. Let's keep moving. 2K to 5K here. So you can notice as we keep moving down, we get more out of the original track than we did in the beginning of the referencing stage. Yeah, you're saying you think they went for more attack back then? Yeah, for sure. If you understand what radio was back then, I think you're right in that sense that it was more about attack. But I don't know if they had the equipment to hear the sub as well as we do now. The more modern you get in music, I think the more bottom end and the more top end you get. I think it's a fidelity problem as well. Back in like the 60s, everything wasn't super, super high fidelity. But as you get towards the 80s and then the 2000s, you get more of that low lows and the high highs. If you look at some of the Beatles remasters too, it's there, but it's not in the original. But the mid range they really did have dialed in because that's what people hear. the most. So I think you're right. It is a radio thing. It is a playback thing that they were going for back then. That's a good point. Snare sounds good. Kick sounds good too. I don't know if I like that. I'm going to put it there, but I'm going to turn it off. Guitar sounds good too. Sometimes I'm feeling like it's too roomy, but I don't mind it because our vocal's still dry and our snare drum doesn't have any extra verb on it. So I think it'll be okay. I'm tempted to add more to the snare there, but I think it's okay. Yeah. The lead sounds great too, balanced there. I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to put a little lift here at the end of the guitar chain, the rhythm guitar there. Yeah, a little bit there. All right, down into the low mid area here, 200 to 500. The snare sounds great. A little bit on the bass there helped. A little bit on the vocal too. Just a touch beefier on the guitar. The lead still sounds good. All right, cool. I'm happy with how that's sitting. Well, I mean, we'll see how it blends once we throw everything in frequency-wise, but I think we're okay. I'm tempted to add more to the guitar there, but let's see how it's blending in the whole track.
Consolation for the old wound, now forgotten. Yellow tigers,
I don't mind that.
in jungles in her dark eyes.
All right, I'm going to let a little bit of this track play here. I'm going to step away and use the restroom, and we will come back and finish this up. We're going to put effects on the vocal, the snare drum, some parallel compression on the whole mix, and we'll be done here. I'll be right back.
In the white room with black curtains near the station, black roof country, no gold pavements, tired starlings, silver horses run down moonbeams in your dark eyes. Dawnlight smiles on you, leaving my contentment. Secure you at the station. Platform ticket, restless diesels, goodbye windows. I walked into such a sad time at the station. As I walked out, felt my own need just beginning.
apologies there. I had to step back out. I'm still recovering from being sick, so I've got a little bit of a cough that comes in every now and then. Okay, let's finish this up here. I'm happy with the levels, I think. Let's get some verb on the snare, some verb on the vocals, and let's finish this up. I'm going to do the snare drum first. I'm going to mute the vocal here. We don't need this EQ anymore for referencing. So that's on the snare and the toms. Both the snare and the toms are sending to the sun plate here. It's a 4-second plate reverb, so super, super long. Just something to give length to the snare drum and the toms, and enough length that it's going to cut through and you'll hear it inside the track. This particular reverb, the plugin is just an impulse response loader, but it's just the sun plate A from the Bricasti Impulse Response Pack. I think it's from Simplicity. If you search around, you can find all of those. It's the same thing running on the Bricasti Close as well. For the vocal, probably won't use the slap, but let's blend in some of the Lexicon. This is same thing. It's an impulse response of the Lexicon 480A plate, 2-second plate reverb, 150 millisecond pre-delay, and then I've got an EQ afterwards rolling off everything below 300 and everything above 10K. Let's blend a little bit of this in. That's the only thing I was hearing on the original, some verb.
White room with black curtains near the station. Black roof country, no gold pavements, tired starlings. Silver horses run down moonbeams in your dark eyes. Dawnlight smiles on you leaving my contentment. I'll wait in this place where the sun never shines. Wait in this place where the shadows run from themselves. You said no strings could secure you at the station. Platform ticket, restless diesel.
I lied. I'm going to blend in some of this quarter note delay as well. All I did here was I split the quarter note off on each side by about 10 milliseconds. So from 545, it's 535 on the left side, 555 on the right side. So they're split off. That way they're different and it makes it stereo. And then I've got a compressor at the end of this chain here, side chained from the lead vocal bus here. So while the lead vocal is going, this will be compressed down. And then in the spaces between the lead vocal, when our lead vocal stops, this will kind of come up and give us some extra length, and it'll be spread wide.
White room with black curtains near the station. Black roof country, no gold pavements, tired starlings. Silver horses run down moonbeams in your dark eyes. Dawnlight smiles on you leaving my contentment. I'll wait in this place where the sun never shines.
Yeah, that helps a little bit there in that section when it mellows out, having that stereo delay in there. Yeah, you're saying correct. Yeah, making a stereo delay there. Yeah, if they're at the same, they're just going to be mono, right? So splitting them off on each side gives them that differentiation. And it makes the feedback come in at different times as well, which keeps them stereo and keeps them different on each side.
In this place where the shadow strings could secure you at the station. Platform ticket, restless diesels, goodbye windows. I walked into such a
Let's hear the solo at the end. Little bit of clipping on the whole mix here, like a half dB, almost a full dB there at the heaviest section of the song. I like to do that before I add the parallel, just so it's not too dynamic going into the parallel. I don't want it moving around too much at the master bus stage here. Let me add in some of this. I think we're going to listen in this verse section. We'll add the parallel in. So I'm sending from this mix A full signal into mix B. We've got this 33609 style compressor, 2-to-1 ratio, 100 millisecond recovery. We're at -10 on the threshold, and then 8 on the makeup gain, because we're going to do about 7 to 10 dB of reduction here with this. But afterwards, we're adding 3 dB at 60 and 3 dB at 7K. So really squashing it, emphasizing some attack, bringing out some energy, and then adding some weight and adding some shine to blend up underneath here. So I'm going to do this in mono as well. And we're just going to push this up underneath.
party. She was kindness in the hard crowd. Consolation for the old wound now forgotten. Yellow tigers crouched in jungles in her dark eyes. She just resting goodbye windows, tired starry. I'll see in this place with a lonely crowd, lie in the dark where the shadows run from themselves. Kill you at the station. Hard crowd.
Okay, I'm happy with where that is sitting. Let's start doing some full listen throughs. So I'm going back to the beginning of the track here. I'm going to bump my main output up to 0 here. I'm going to adjust the volume on stream here. That way it doesn't blow you guys away listening on YouTube there. We're going to do one full listen through on headphones here, one full listen through on the main, and then we are going to call this puppy done here. So let's take a listen through, see how this mix is sitting, and see if there's anything we need to tweak headphone-wise.
Curtains near the station, black roof country, no gold pavements, tired starlings, silver horses ran down moonbeams in your dark eyes, dawnlight smiles on you leaving my contentment. Secure you at the station. Platform ticket, restless diesels, goodbye windows. I walked into such a sad time at the station. As I walked out, felt my own need just beginning. Themselves.
I'm really, really happy with that. I think the only thing I adjusted as we were kind of listening through was I put the reverb all the way up on the toms. Clicked the send all the way up on the toms, so they kind of sound bigger in those reintro sections. It didn't bother me on the normal fill, so I left it alone. And then I clicked the reverb up a little bit on the lead guitar. Other than that, I really, really like how that sounded. Let's do a listen through on the mains here. I don't anticipate many changes because I'm not hearing any harshness or anything left on like cymbals, lead guitar, or the vocal. But I mean, we'll see for sure when I click the mains on here if something's crazy or not. But let's take one more listen through. We will make sure everything is okay. Ricky, you're saying sounds good. Awesome, awesome. Like seeing the thumbs up there. Glad you're liking it. Let's do one final listen through here, and we'll call this baby done.
In the white room with black curtains near the station. Black roof country, no gold pavements, tired starlings. Silver horses run down moonbeams in your dark eyes. Dawnlight smiles on you, leaving my contentment. I'll wait in this place where the sun never shines. Wait in this place where the shadows run from themselves.
You know I'll listen again tomorrow and make more decisions.
You said no strings could secure you at the station. Platform ticket, restless diesels, goodbye windows. I walked into such a sad time at the station. As I walked out, felt my own need just beginning. I'll wait in the queue where the trains come back. Die with you where the shadows run from themselves.
I'm really, really happy with how that sounded. That came out super, super awesome. Mr. Ricky, sir, you're heading out there. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream here. We are actually wrapping up right as you're leaving, so right on time. I'm happy with how this came out here. I didn't hear any harshness or anything left. I actually did click the vocal up a touch as we were listening through, doing that final listen, and I'm happy with where everything is sitting on this track. Pretty straightforward rock track. The only kind of challenge with a song like this is having that one guitar that you have to pan off to the side. You got to give it something on the other side. That's that reverb to balance it out. But I'm happy with how this track came out here. Thank you so much for hanging out for another stream. Make sure you grab the Multitracks, the link at the top of the chat, top of the description. You can download the Multitracks for the song completely for free. Pull them into your DAW. The replay for all these streams stay up so you can mix along with the stream. Otherwise, you can just use any of the Multitracks for your own free mixing practice. I try to do these streams every week, Wednesday, 1 p.m. Central Time here in the U.S. We will probably skip next week. I'm going to be out of town here. So I won't be here to do a stream here at the studio, but we should be back the week after that to do another stream here. I hope these are helpful for you. These are kind of what I always wanted when I was learning how to mix, is to just be able to sit down, see someone do it, and kind of follow along and do what they were doing, learn what works for me, learn what helps me as well. Because sometimes it's not always what works for you, but it does help you grow and help you get better. It's that old Dave Pensado thing, right? That maybe you don't like the advice you're getting, but maybe you should listen to who is giving it. That was kind of always the thing for me. That I was like, I don't want to do that, but it works sometimes. So I hope these are helpful for you. We are going to call it there for this one. I think we're a little bit shorter than last week, but we've got a little bit simpler of a song here that we had to deal with. Thank you so much for hanging out for another stream, and I will see you in another video very, very soon.